Well, welcome back to episode 12 on Bevington Farm. Technically this is episode 13 for me, because I decided to record an episode when the DLC for Plains and Prairies came out, not realising I already had an episode recorded but not aired. So my episode 12 was actually meant to be episode 11. So I scrubbed that one and we've restarted. Now, again, I got the DLC and I tried looking at it and it just does not work for this map in the slightest, so we will stick to the classic old fords that do fit this map and not the new ones that do not. Now, we're still in April, we are going to move across to May shortly. However, I have lots of wool and this wool needs selling because April is the best time to do that. So I am going to take this to the farmer's market now. We'll get that sold. I have put on the realistic livestock. If I just scoot along here. So we've now got ample animals here. We've got the blue tags on them because I've customised the colour. Now I could have sworn there was a way to adjust the visuals so you don't have as many, or you could have further cows in the pens, because that's clearly very overcrowded. But I don't know where that setting is. So on here, is it under? So yeah, so I've turned animal removal off because, again, based on Scroft videos, don't want to risk losing animals to unintentional accidents. Now, someone said that that's the visuals. If you increase that up, it increases what's available, but not what that says. So if I just lower that to 20. No, it hasn't changed, so it's not that one. Back to 50. I don't know. I thought there'd been a video where either Scroft or someone else had a slider that could adjust the visuals, and I can't for the life of me find that. If anyone does know where that is, or if that even exists, can you let me know? Because I'd really appreciate that, because I don't like being overcrowded, even though maybe technically it is. I do like, however, that we have more chickens on the yard, so swings and roundabouts. Building's coming along nicely. Got a bit of concrete and brickwork going in now, so it won't be too long before we're getting the main structure up and getting completion. So really impressed with that. Anyway, off to go and sell this wool. Now this little Ford I don't get to use that often, so it's nice taking this one out. In fact, let's have a drive and cab view, because I don't do this very often at all on the video. Yes, as nice as these tractors look, and there's a few locally to where I live where you can see them, I can imagine, because at my workplace I have the classic Defender Land Rover, and I know what they're like to drive. They are very classic in their appearance, and style, but they're not the most comfortable. Don't have any of the mod cons, and I can just imagine this is very much the same. Still, however, very nice to look at. This should be the farmers market sell point. Not bad. 53,000 plus 5,000 environmental. Nice little income, that one. So I'll get this back to the farm, and I will see you at the field when we start to plant in. We might do it in April if there's more crops to sow in this month, because I think there is. I think May's not got many to sow. Okay, so I've got one vehicle on an AI worker with Courseplay. They're doing the up and downs, and we're going to start on the headlands with steering assist. And looking at this, the steering assist is nicely, for the most part, lined up with where the Courseplay is doing the up and downs. So we should hopefully do that quite well. I am going to go down the first inner headland, which means the up and downs will overwrite it slightly, but I think we can cope with that. Let him do his thing. I'm putting mustard in again on this field. I can't remember, if I'm brutally honest, whether we put mustard in April on the last time we did the sowing, or whether we did that in March. So we could get 2 mustard fields ready at the same time. Anyway. Right, I'm going to time lapse this, and I'll speak to you when we're all done. that is the field nicely done. We'll take this back to the farm. We'll stop the AI worker from seeding the already seeded section of the field. Don't know why it doesn't let you unfold it when it's like this. Pretty odd. I have left the headland edge still ploughed, just to give the harvester a bit more of a chance to get in and not be clipping. At some point I will bring the field edges in naturally anyway. I'm not losing anything per se. This one brought as well. Probably sneak this through anyway without it being folded. Might struggle in the farmyard itself. We'll see. Yes, that gap is just a little bit too narrow for this vehicle and drill. Got myself a bit confused there. Right. We'll take this back. I am not going to lime the field. I want to try and get the lime consumed that's on the field because ploughing didn't reduce the lime at all. We'll have a look at the nitrogen. We'll see if we need to put any fertilizer on. I will check the cows off camera most likely. And the buffaloes for the feed. I still haven't got to grips with the realistic livestock, so I don't know exactly how that fully works as yet. I know that the bulk of my animals are not of good stock, so it could be we sell off the poor stock and try and purchase just good quality stock. I also know that Scroft is planning to release an update, a major update of this map that he's created, which will require a new save game. I am in two minds as to what we do with that because I have made some significant changes to my save game and to my giant editor version of the map. So it could well be that we continue with this version of the map. As far as I can tell, for the most part, he's put the field numbers in that I've already done. He's taken the hedges out of the game and put them into Giant's Editor so they're fixed in place. You can't delete them in the game like we could right now if we wanted to. And he's put a cow barn up here. I don't know if he's done any terrain editing of the land like we did. So yes, at the minute, I'm in favour of just sticking with what we've got currently, as opposed to migrating to his version. But until it comes out, I don't know. Right, so lime and fertilizer. Let's see what the field says. Ah, it actually says we've got. I was going to say it said good nitrogen, but now it doesn't there. I wonder if that good nitrogen was the tram line. Yeah, so I'm going to assume the nitrogen is better where actually weirdly where the tram lines are. So we will need to put some fertilizer down. As for pH, I don't know what the pH level should be for this crop. I think we forego that naturally and let it consume what's already here. Yeah, so let me get the fertilizer spray. Let's spray some nitrogen onto this field. We don't need to do weeds because we ploughed the field up. That should be one less job to have to do. You wouldn't think I washed this vehicle before the episode started. Sharp gets mucky. I have further modified my cattle truck to now take 10 cows at a time and 14 sheep, I think it is. Again, mostly because with the increased volume of animals with realistic livestock, it was taking too long to transfer them between pens. Right, now I think that when we put this fertilizer, it's going to be too heavy. Yep, just a touch too heavy, I think. If we extend it out and lower it, it might be manageable. If not, I'll unload the fertilizer and refill half the tank and then come and collect the other half later on. So it looks like it's going on nicely for the time being, which is positive. I will get this done. I might time lapse it, I might just jump to the end because the seeding took a little bit longer than expected. Yes, that's what we might do. Either way, I'll catch up with you very, very soon. Okay, so that is the field fully fertilised now with liquid fertiliser. It's a lot more happy with the coating it's got on. I've done a bit of editing on the video that I'm currently recording because I've split this over 2 days. It's running quite long, so I think instead of skipping May to see what else is to be done there, we will end things here for this episode. And then next time, I'm hoping we can delve a bit more into the realistic livestock, get my head around that, and yeah, see what else is to be done during May. But for those who have been watching, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you very soon. Bye for now.